How's it going, y'all? Travis Forde here, Forde Fitness. So my last meal prep video received an amazing response from you guys. Thank you so much. The comments were just filled with positivity, and that really pushed me to get another meal prep out for you guys. So today I'm gonna be doing 3 different chicken dishes. These are gonna be meal prep style dishes, and they're gonna be super cheap, super simple, and really easy to make. You don't have to make all 3 of these dishes at once. You can kind of pick and choose what you wanna incorporate. But I'm sure you're all familiar with the simple black pepper and chicken with some type of brown rice and beans. And so the aim of this video is to show you guys 3 ways to mix that up and have something new in your diet. All right, so let's jump right in and get started. So today we are going to be doing barbecue chicken, buffalo style chicken, and baked breadcrumb chicken. Like I said, you can mix and match. You don't have to do all 3 of these dishes. You know, if you want, you can go back to my older video and pick some dishes from there and mix them with these. It's totally up to you. For the grains for these dishes, we're gonna be doing farro, which is an Italian whole grain, quinoa, and the good old natural brown rice. I am gonna have the full list of ingredients in the description below, so if you're wanting to make these yourself, go click that link and it's gonna have everything that you need. I'm also gonna include the macros for these meals, although they are customizable to fit your goal, whether it's bulk or shred. All right, chicken is washed, and what we're gonna wanna do is individually get these on here and cut all of the fat off. All right, so we've got all the fat off, and now we're gonna cut them into tenders. So the chicken tenders have been cut, and since I am doing 3 different seasonings, I separated them into separate bowls. So now we're gonna get on with the seasoning process. So first off, we're gonna start with the barbecue sauce. This is gonna be super simple to do. You're just gonna use some salt, and if you have black pepper on hand, I would also recommend using a pinch of black pepper as well. But I'm not gonna use black pepper for mine, just the salt and the barbecue sauce. We are using Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. This is my favorite barbecue sauce, guys. I'd recommend you guys use this if you're making this meal. So we are actually gonna add more barbecue sauce once the chicken is fully cooked. So we're not gonna add too much right now, but just enough to keep it moist while it's cooking. That should be enough. Okay, now for the buffalo style chicken, we're going to be using Frank's Red Hot and a pinch of garlic powder and iodized salt. You don't actually have to use the salt if you don't want to. The Frank's Red Hot is already gonna be slightly salty, but I'm just gonna add a pinch for my taste. So we're gonna start out with the salt, just a little bit. Should be enough. Crack open that Frank's Red Hot. And again, we're gonna add more once the chicken's fully cooked, so we're not adding too much, just enough for it to kind of soak in there while it's cooking. And then just a little bit of garlic powder, not too much. And as you can see, I'm not really using exact measurements. You can kind of look at this video and tell how much you need to put in. I'm not gonna use my hands for this one. I have a really bad habit of forgetting when I touch hot sauce and rubbing my eyes. So yeah, we're gonna prevent that from happening today. Just mix that up. And that's it. So for the breadcrumb chicken, you're obviously gonna need the chicken and the breadcrumbs, but then you're also gonna wanna get half of a cup of milk mixed in with 1 egg. So again, we're gonna need to roll up our sleeves, and then you're just going to dip the chicken in there and dip that in the breadcrumbs. And then get that on your baking sheet. So we've got the breadcrumb chicken, the buffalo style chicken, and the barbecue chicken. In my last video, I did use the stovetop, and it is totally up to you. You can actually grill the barbecue chicken if you want to. However, just to make everything super duper simple, I'm going to put all of these in the oven. That's kind of why I recommended using chicken strips. They're all gonna go in at the exact same time. And also keep in mind, there are a lot of seasonings and spices that you can add to these dishes, but the goal of this video is simple and tasty, so I just stuck to the bare minimum that'll still give you a delicious outcome. All right, so let's get these in the oven. I picked up this quinoa just because it's super simple and super easy to make. It comes in this pre-seasoned little package. But alternatively, if you want to save some cash, you can pick up the big bag of premium organic quinoa, and that is going to save you a ton of money. You're just going to have to do the seasoning on your own. But yeah, today we are going to be working with the pre-seasoned quinoa. And then if you haven't heard of farro before, you should definitely look it up. It is a super healthy alternative to brown rice, and we're going to be utilizing this in our second dish. And then finally, good old faithful brown rice. So we're going to let the brown rice reach a boil. The quinoa is going to go in the microwave. I promise once that gets done, it's going to look a whole lot better. And then we're going to let this reach a boil before putting the farro in. All that's left now are the vegetables. I picked this up from Walmart. It was super cheap and it's a 1 pound bag, so it's gonna be enough for all 3 dishes. If you want to be quick about it, there are actual microwave instructions, so you can just pop this in the microwave and it will be done with. But what I'm gonna actually do is follow the stovetop instructions, get them all crispy and nice. So everything is done. I added a little more Frank's Red Hot while it was cooking just because I didn't want it to dry out too much. But you can add as much or as little as you want to. The breadcrumb chicken's done, the barbecue chicken is done, and then the quinoa, the farro, and the brown rice are all finished. So it's time to get these all in their containers. And that is it, guys, we are done. This was a super simple process. No exaggeration, the longest part was probably waiting for the chicken to get out, and that was about 45 minutes. Especially if you're making these dishes on their own, it's gonna take you no time at all. And in addition to being ridiculously easy to make, it was super cheap. As I said, I will have a dedicated link to the macros in the description. You're gonna wanna weigh these out to fit your own personalized goals. And you know, if you don't like quinoa or farro, you can always use the brown rice or just mix in whatever you want. Thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do enjoy creating these meal prep videos for you guys, and I definitely plan to do a bunch more in the future. Again, this is my second meal prep video, so if you haven't seen the first one, I will have a link in the description for you to check that out as well. And if you're not subscribed yet, please hit that subscribe button so you can see more videos like this in the future. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, stay strong.